Alright, today I'm going to teach you guys how to use the pivot stickman animator. And when you open it up, this little stickman pops up right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have him go and kick a ball. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go File and Create Figure Type. And then we are going to hit this tool to add a circle, and then we'll just press on this point. Oh, never mind. You don't do that. You do this. This is a convert tool, so that'll make it into a ball. Then you hit File, Add to Animation, and then we're going to name it Ball. We hit OK, and then he somehow appears right in the middle of that guy, so we're going to sit him down right there. Now before we get too far, I'm going to just resize my canvas here. Just that way I have more room to play around with here. So let's go to 545 for both.
Like a minute and a half. Unless the whole thing sounds dead. It does. How do you fix that?
And there we go. And then that resizes it. And like you just saw, it reset everything. And this will give us more room. And the measurements are in pixels. So that's how it works. We're going to go set our ball on the ground right here. And then it disappears right there. So we're going to want it back here about. Then I'm going to click on this center point in my stickman and bring him down there. And now I'm going to put this guy right here. And then what I can do is I can color these people if I want. Right now I have my ball selected. And I'm going to make it yellow. I'm going to hit OK. And then that turns yellow. Then I can press the center point on my stickman. I'll just keep him the way he is. So then once you're happy with the way everything is, you hit next frame. And then now this is where everything left off. Now what you can do is you can start moving the limbs. And you can see the little gray area here is where they left off in your last frame. So I'm going to make it look like this guy is walking up to the ball. And the way this program works is it's kind of a stop motion, so the less you move your limbs and stuff per frame, the smoother it's going to be. This will probably end up being pretty choppy when I'm done with it, but that's just how it's going to be. So then I hit next frame, move this guy forward because he's walking, move this leg back and this leg forward. And I'll adjust his arms back about there and there. Next frame. Move this guy again. And then adjust this. And then I'll move his legs too a little bit. I'll move that one back there and then this one forward. And then I will hit next frame just because he's walking. This will take a little while, but now is here where it'll get fancy. And I start moving his legs because he's going to go and kick that ball. So he'll end up starting to go like, we'll put this leg back and then this leg will end up kicking the ball. So we'll start like that, but I'm going to have him take one more step first. So hit next frame again, move him just a tad forward, and we'll adjust his arms. I mean, this is pretty tricky to figure out how to make it look like they're realistically walking, but you know, you'll just have to play around it with yourself and then figure out what works best. So then have this leg extend up and like that. Then next frame, and we'll adjust his arms a little bit because he's going to kick the ball. Then this leg goes Whoop, I don't think his leg bends like that. We'll bring his knee up, that down a little bit, then we'll grab our ball here, and then have that leave the ground. The next frame, I'll move this a little bit more. Just going to try to end up having a nice arc on that. And then we will bring his leg down slowly. And we'll just keep adjusting his limbs and stuff just to start making it look a little more natural, you know. And then next frame, move this a little tad farther. And then we're going to gradually start, he's going to start relaxing now. So we'll put his feet back normally, his arms back, or maybe he'll go like that because he's excited that he just kicked the ball. We'll go slowly like that, that way it's not too choppy. Next frame, move this a little farther, boom, and then his arms like that. Next frame, and then see that disappears right there, so we'll just bring it right off screen, drop that there, then we'll grab him and put his arms up above his head, and then he's gonna jump a tad. We'll go just about that much. Next frame, move him up a little more. Next frame, a hair more. And that, and then we'll gradually start moving him down again. Back to where he was standing before. Then next frame, and then this is just a really crude small animation, but then when you're ready you can hit the play animation, and then this box right here that says repeat, it'll automatically set to repeat, and that'll pretty much start from where you left off. And you see him, he's going to kick that ball, and then he jumps, and then we'll stop that. But then, you know, if you uncheck repeat, it'll just play through it once, and then it'll stop and go back to editing. So that's pretty much how the pivot animator thing works. If you want to go play around it with yourself, feel free to do so.